that we had two separate addresses, which we did anyways, because, you know, I rented a place and she didn't change her address to my new place. She left it at her dad's house. They questioned this, and basically I just decided I'm going to cancel that, and we're going to try to do this through my business. It's a DOO or LLC, and again, it's taking a long time. I've been here nearly 2 years. Now, as a non-resident, I can't even have a personal bank account. And none of the benefits of Serbia are, you know, available to me. I mean, I shouldn't say none, but most of them, especially if they're government driven, are not. And then, you know, this is all new for me. I lived in Los Angeles my whole life. And my whole life I had a really cushy life for, you know, in comparison to many people on this planet. And so, you know, of course, I always felt kind of like, I always felt that, you know, immigrants to America, I felt sorry for them. I thought to myself, you know, they should also enjoy the same benefits that I'm being able to enjoy. And I never really thought much about people that illegally enter a country. I consider that now it's about the same. About the same as doing it the legal way. But that's not true. And it's only now that I understand how difficult it is for me to become a resident here, so that I can also take advantage of the basics, like being able to pay your phone bill post-paid, or, you know, having health care that's cheaper, everything that, you know, the country gives you when you do things the legal way. But in America, they are plowing in. And my thought was always, well, you know, I feel bad for them. They should be allowed to be in, just like I'm allowed. But that's not really true, is it? Because how can a system support itself when the numbers don't jive? If you have 100 people and you have enough food and housing for those 100 people, that's awesome. But as soon as people start to come out of nowhere to try to take advantage of the same thing, yeah, we can feel bad for them, but they're not part of that system. They have to do that the legal way. So it makes me really question what is going on in America right now. There's those theories, the replacement theory, which, you know, honestly, yeah, I think the replacement theory is pretty legit, that they're actually allowing so many people to come in to be cheap labor, you know, cheaper than even the law allows, and the legal people are getting the shaft. It's really crazy. Well, I don't know if my little rant's going to help me with my own residency here. And maybe I end up going back to America in the long run. But I have to say I like it here a lot. I'd rather not go back to America. Yeah, there's a lot of great little communities here. Let's see, can you see them that way? No way. Little village areas that covered in trees. I remember my neighborhood growing up was a few blocks that were so covered with trees, and when they actually trimmed them, like cut them down basically, or really trimmed them out, you couldn't even tell anymore. It was such a different neighborhood. Here's another one of these urban gardens. I mean, how nice, you know? It's so cool. There's like a bohemian kind of a flair here. See that? That's mud flood evidence, in my opinion. All right, well here we've got a lot of stuff. This has become like a dump. Oh, you know what? I think gypsies live here. Yeah, this is a dump, but people are living here. So what happens is, like, some of these buildings are just super old, and they start cleaning them out. Maybe they're damaged, maybe, but they're getting re-gentrified, I think is the word. Kosovo is Serbia, written over there. Alright, well, I'm not sure where I want to go exactly. I think we're going to go this way. Start heading back towards where I know where I'm at. So in front of me there's like these giant buildings. You can't see them, unfortunately, with this depth of field issue. Sadly, my eyesight's getting so bad I could barely read that. I used to do 3D for Warner Brothers. That was one of my things I did. And I had my own 3D studio. And when I say 3D, I'm talking about I was in projection, and in order to display 3D, the type I was doing was called Real D, and anyways, it uses 3D glasses. They're circular, polarized, and you're doing a right frame, left frame, right eye, left eye, 144 times a second, and it fools your brain to thinking that it's seeing 3D. Well, as my eyesight started going bad, or it's just one of my eyes, it just is not so sharp anymore, that 3D effect, I couldn't see it. It just really sucks when you're that Wolt guy on that bike, he's gonna get himself killed. Yeah, so one of the best 3D movies ever, let's go across the street, House of Wax, and that director only had one eye, so there was no way he could ever see 3D, which is fascinating. So honestly, I would live on any of these streets. When I first came to Serbia, it was wintertime, first of all. And it looked to me like, when you see movies about Eastern Bloc or Russia, and everything's gray, that's how everything looked. And I mean, coming from Burbank, California, it was a shock. And it wasn't something that I didn't want to, it seemed like something I didn't want to live here, you know. I was like, I don't know. But after some time, it's really interesting how you adjust to your surroundings. And now, places that actually like frightened me when I first got here, I would live there. It's fascinating. Well, alright, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna head back. And all the streets here, it's really interesting too. All the streets here, wait, we have to do this. Those are the books that are out there. Yeah, there's some bookstores here, which is, and they still have stores here where you can walk into. I don't know, I mean, is 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, does that still have anything but restaurants on it? Are there clothing stores? Yeah, I don't come this far on the street too often, actually. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. So, another interesting fact here is all the streets here go to the city center. It's like all roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to the city center in Belgrade. I mean, it almost doesn't matter what street you're on. If you just head, in the right direction, you're actually gonna get right to the center. So this is like a food mall in there. It's supposed to be pretty good. I've never even been in there. Maybe not the most exciting street to be on. I'm always fascinated by the penthouses around here. I don't know if you can see that up there, but they have their own, balcony garden. And I love some of these really old buildings. I hope that they keep them up. Some dog parking. Yes. So if I go up this street right here, I'm gonna be right by the Capitol building. And if I go straight, I'm gonna be right by Radio Belgrade. Some baked goods. So I'm really close to Radio Belgrade. I'm close to everything. I mean, there's nothing that's so far away. You know, on my bicycle, I could ride from end to end here, you know, less than an hour. Look at these chairs. Mushrooms. So another pet place, Premium Pet. Premium Pet is a franchise, and they are everywhere here. There's so many. And it's a premium price too. I'm not so big on all the stuff that they have there. They try to feed oranges and pomegranates and things like that to your cat, which cats, you know, they don't eat that. In the wild, they eat mice and entrails and birds. See that bread? That's some big bread. Woof, woof. So it's Saturday evening. Lots of these stores are starting to close. Yeah, there was BG Barbecue across the street, and it's gone. I have to say, you know, within the last 2 years that I've been here, lots and lots of businesses have gone under. I mean, that's capitalism, right? So it's whatever is working gets to live. And it's a cruel system, I have to say. I think, you know, all in all, I'm not against it at all. But there needs to be a net. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think there should be a net. So that way, if somebody fails in trying to, you know, improve their life, they don't sink below the water. And we'll go up here for a second. So this is a theater. This is a playhouse. And here's a beloved actor. Some girls cleaning the windows across the street at the bank. Oh, is that a bank? Since 1898. There's the Black Turtle Brewery. There's at least 3 of those around here. They have a blueberry beer. It's actually pretty good considering what it is. So I think I'm gonna head towards Blasnovitz. That's where I'm gonna go. And then by the market, of course.